9 habits you don't realize are destroying your health. Hi, guardians of health. Ready to transform your health today? Did you know that small habits, often overlooked, could be seriously harming your well-being? The impact of daily routines, like how you eat or even your sleep quality, can be devastating over time. Studies show that simple changes in your daily life can prevent serious diseases like hypertension, diabetes, and heart problems. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, over 70% of chronic illnesses can be avoided through lifestyle improvements. That's what we're talking about today, the 9 habits you don't notice that are destroying your health. In this content, you'll discover which behaviors to avoid and how small changes can protect your body and increase longevity. Get ready for a journey of awareness that can change your life for the better. Excessive salt consumption. Excessive salt consumption is one of the biggest villains for health and is directly linked to hypertension and cardiovascular diseases. According to the Brazilian Society of Cardiology, excess sodium disrupts fluid balance in the body. This increases blood pressure, raising the risk of heart failure, strokes, and kidney problems. While the WHO recommends up to 5 grams of salt per day, the average Brazilian consumes nearly twice that. The issue isn't just the salt you add to your meals, but also in processed products. Items like cured meats, ready-made sauces, and snacks hide large amounts of sodium. To reduce the impact of this habit, start by substituting salt with natural herbs and spices. Options like oregano, garlic, turmeric, and ginger are excellent replacements. Another tip is to avoid industrialized foods and prepare your meals at home to control seasoning amounts. Also, read product labels to avoid ingredients like monosodium glutamate. Small changes like these can transform your health and prevent severe complications in the future. Inadequate hydration. Lack of hydration is one of the most overlooked issues, but its impacts can be devastating. Water is essential for functions like regulating body temperature, nutrient transport, and toxin elimination. Studies from the Brazilian Society of Nephrology show that dehydration reduces blood flow to the kidneys. This compromises their ability to filter waste, which can lead to urinary infections and kidney stones. Insufficient water intake also hinders proper heart function, making it work harder to pump blood. A dehydrated body is more prone to premature aging and chronic inflammation. These factors contribute to diseases like arthritis and cardiovascular problems. Even mild dehydration can cause headaches, fatigue, and difficulty concentrating. According to the National Kidney Foundation, drinking 2 to 3 liters of water daily significantly reduces the risk of kidney and metabolic diseases. This is especially important in hot climates or for those engaging in intense physical activity. To maintain good hydration, adopt simple strategies like carrying a water bottle to remind yourself to drink regularly. Set daily water consumption goals and include water-rich foods like watermelon, cucumber, and oranges in your diet. Avoid diuretic drinks like coffee and sodas, which can cause dehydration. Good hydration is the foundation of a healthy body. Now, let's talk about a habit present in many modern diets that can be a major health enemy: excessive sugar consumption. Excessive sugar consumption. Excessive sugar consumption is one of the most harmful habits of modern life. It is directly linked to the rise of metabolic and cardiovascular diseases. The International Diabetes Federation warns that over 540 million people worldwide live with diabetes. Often, this results directly from a diet high in sugars. Excess glucose in the blood forces the pancreas to work harder to produce insulin. Over time, this can lead to insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. Besides overloading the metabolic system, sugar has an inflammatory effect on the body. It contributes to the production of free radicals, molecules that accelerate cellular aging. These are linked to increased risks of diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's. Research published in Nature Communications highlights that sugar-rich diets alter the gut microbiome. This weakens the immune system and impacts mental health, increasing risks of anxiety and depression. Reducing sugar intake is challenging, but it's possible with simple substitutions. Prioritize fresh fruits over processed desserts and avoid sugary drinks like sodas and ready-made teas. Use natural sweeteners like stevia and xylitol in moderation, and get into the habit of reading food labels. Watch out for hidden ingredients like corn syrup and maltodextrin. This simple habit can transform your health. Next, we'll address another critical factor often ignored: the importance of quality sleep for overall health. Lack of quality sleep. Good sleep is essential for physical and mental health. Yet, poor sleep quality is one of the most common issues today. According to the American Sleep Association, about 30% of the global population suffers from insomnia or sleep-related difficulties. Sleep deprivation impairs immune function, increases the risk of cardiovascular diseases, and is linked to weight gain and insulin resistance. During sleep, the body performs vital processes like tissue repair, memory consolidation, and hormonal balance. When this cycle is disrupted, cortisol levels, the stress hormone, remain elevated. This can cause chronic inflammation and weaken the immune system. Studies published in sleep medicine reviews show that sleeping less than 6 hours a night increases the risk of type 2 diabetes and hypertension by 48%. To improve sleep quality, establish a consistent routine by going to bed and waking up at the same time daily. Avoid using electronic devices at least 1 hour before bedtime, and create a sleep-friendly environment. Dim lighting and maintain a comfortable temperature in your bedroom. Practicing meditation or relaxing reading can also help calm the mind. Sleeping well is an investment in your overall health. And speaking of habits that transform your life, check the pinned link in the comments to discover an amazing resource to help improve your diet and achieve fantastic wellness results. Sedentary lifestyle. A sedentary lifestyle is considered one of the leading causes of chronic diseases worldwide. The World Health Organization, WHO, reports that about 25% of the global population doesn't engage in enough physical activity. This increases the risk of obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and even depression. Lack of movement slows down metabolism, reduces blood circulation, and impairs lymphatic system efficiency. This system is responsible for eliminating toxins from the body. When the body stays inactive for long periods, muscles weaken, metabolism slows, and insulin resistance increases. This creates an ideal environment for visceral fat buildup. Visceral fat is directly linked to issues like hypertension and high cholesterol. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association revealed that doing at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise weekly can reduce the risk of premature death by up to 35%. To combat a sedentary lifestyle, adopt simple habits like walking for 10 minutes after meals. Take the stairs instead of elevators and find physical activities you enjoy, like dancing, swimming, or cycling. Exercise doesn't need to be intense but must be consistent to bring real benefits. Excessive use of painkillers or medications. The indiscriminate use of medications, especially over-the-counter painkillers, is a habit that often goes unnoticed but can cause serious health damage. Drugs like ibuprofen, aspirin, and acetaminophen, when overused, can harm the liver and kidneys. Studies from Harvard Medical School highlight that prolonged use of painkillers is linked to an increased risk of kidney failure and gastric ulcers. Moreover, self-medication prevents underlying problems from being properly diagnosed. It masks symptoms that could indicate more severe conditions. The toxicity caused by excessive drug use also overburdens the liver. Over time, this can lead to cumulative damage and even liver failure in extreme cases. To avoid these issues, always seek medical advice before taking any medication, even those considered harmless. Opt for alternative methods to manage pain, such as compresses, light exercises, or practices like yoga and meditation. This approach not only preserves your long-term health but also promotes a more conscious relationship with medication use. Consumption of ultra-processed foods. Ultra-processed foods, such as fast food, filled cookies, sodas, and chips, may be convenient but pose significant health risks. These products are rich in refined sugars, trans fats, sodium, and chemical additives. These ingredients cause inflammation, increase the risk of obesity, and negatively affect the gut microbiome. According to The Lancet, a diet high in ultra-processed foods is associated with a 30% increase in the risk of premature death. Frequent consumption of these foods is also linked to cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, and certain cancers. This happens because they are low in essential nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and minerals. They often lead to hormonal imbalances that stimulate appetite and promote weight gain. Furthermore, preservatives and artificial colorings can trigger allergic reactions and inflammatory processes in sensitive individuals. To reduce consumption, prioritize fresh and natural foods. Plan meals ahead of time to avoid the temptation of quick, unhealthy options. Swap industrialized snacks for fruits, nuts, or natural yogurt. And since we're talking about choices that impact health, check the pinned link in the comments. There, you'll find amazing recipes that help you maintain a healthy, tasty diet while caring for your well-being. Now, let's address an emotional habit that's less noticeable but has devastating effects on the body: frequent exposure to chronic stress. Frequent exposure to chronic stress is a natural body response, but when it becomes constant, its effects can be devastating. Chronic stress triggers prolonged cortisol release, the stress hormone. This can lead to increased blood pressure, weight gain, insomnia, and even a weakened immune system. According to the American Psychological Association, APA, 77% of people report feeling the physical effects of stress regularly. These include headaches and digestive problems. Chronic stress is also linked to increased inflammation in the body. This contributes to diseases like arthritis, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular problems. Research published in the Journal of Psychiatric Research indicates that high stress levels alter the brain's chemical balance. This raises the risk of depression and anxiety. Managing stress is crucial to maintaining physical and mental health. Techniques like mindfulness practice, exercise, and creating a self-care routine help lower stress levels. It's also important to set clear boundaries at work and in personal life. Make time for hobbies and activities that promote relaxation. If you want to take a further step towards better health, check the pinned link in the comments. You'll find valuable resources to transform your quality of life and nutrition in simple, practical ways. Neglecting mental health and self-care. Mental health is just as important as physical health, yet it is often overlooked. Neglecting emotions and self-care can lead to built-up stress and hormonal imbalances. This directly impacts quality of life. The World Health Organization, WHO, estimates that over 300 million people suffer from depression. Often, this is worsened by ignoring warning signs like constant fatigue, lack of motivation, and social withdrawal. Taking care of mental health is essential, not only for emotional well-being but also to prevent physical illnesses. Studies show that conditions like anxiety and depression increase inflammation in the body. This can exacerbate problems like hypertension and diabetes. Neglecting self-care, like skipping leisure activities or failing to set healthy priorities, can lead to harmful behaviors. These include poor eating habits and lack of exercise. Adopting self-care practices is simpler than it seems. Set aside time each day for activities that bring you joy, like reading, listening to music, or walking outdoors. Cultivate positive social connections and, if needed, seek professional support. Remember that caring for your mind is also a key step in achieving full and balanced health. Incorporating small changes into your daily routine can make a huge difference to your health and well-being. From adjusting your diet by reducing salt, sugar, and ultra-processed foods to prioritizing sleep, hydration, and physical activity, every step counts. Additionally, taking care of mental health and managing stress is vital for maintaining balance between body and mind. It's not about eliminating all bad habits at once but making conscious, sustainable choices. As we've seen, science reinforces that small actions can prevent serious illnesses and increase longevity. So, why not start making these changes today? Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these habits caught your attention the most? See you next time, Guardians of Health.